Stop tolerating breadcrumbs from your specific person or somebody new. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. This is Priya, your manifestation coach. And in this video, I'm going to shine some light on how to stop tolerating breadcrumbs so that you can actually manifest the queen treatment that you deserve from your specific person or somebody new. But first, if you would like to work with me, you can get access to any of my offerings by simply clicking the link below in the description box. Okay, let's get back to this video. Stop tolerating breadcrumbs from your specific person or somebody new. Now, what does breadcrumbing mean? Breadcrumbing simply means when you're tolerating unacceptable behavior, when you're tolerating somebody who is inconsistent with you, maybe somebody who only calls you over for a booty call, or perhaps somebody who is really inconsistent with messaging you. Maybe they only message you whenever they feel like it, right? Maybe they message you on Monday and say, hey, let's meet up. And then they ghost you for 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, they're like, hey, let's meet up. And you literally are taking whatever you can get, right? So anytime they're like, hey, let's meet up, you're dropping everything because you're like, oh, I'm going to take whatever I can get. That is what breadcrumbing means. Now, why do people accept breadcrumbs? It's so important to understand this so that you can shift it once and for all and actually begin to manifest instead a loving version of your specific person or somebody new. So the reason why people tolerate breadcrumbs is because they have a low self-concept. So your self-concept is how you see yourself, the way that you perceive yourself. So do you have stories that say, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough, nobody likes me, I'm not pretty enough? Or are you somebody who has a high self-concept that says, I am lovable, I am good enough, I am perfect no matter what. Okay, I am magnetic as fuck. When you're somebody that doesn't have a high self-concept, when you're somebody that perceives yourself as less than, you think you're not good enough, you think you're lacking in some shape or form, this is when you will tolerate breadcrumbs. Right? You will naturally tolerate breadcrumbs, and here's why. When you don't feel lovable or good enough, this means that you're buying into a story, and it's just a story, it's just a program, it's not actually true, that you are not whole and complete in this moment. Right? That's what you're experiencing inside of your body. I'm not whole and complete in this moment. So what happens when you're not feeling whole and complete in this moment is you're going to look to the 3D to fix that feeling of emptiness within you, right? I don't feel loved, so I'm going to look to the 3D to get the validation or to get the love. So maybe, you know, your specific person or somebody new who you're getting to know calls you over for a booty call, and you're like, oh, you get this high and you go for the booty call and you just accept something that you're actually not okay with. And then the next day you're really upset about it because it's not what you wanted. So the reason why we tolerate breadcrumbs is because you don't yet know your value and your worth. You have a self-concept that says, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough. So you're looking to the 3D, to your specific person or somebody new who you're dating for the fix, and you think they're going to help me to feel like lovable and good enough. And then you get this dopamine hit, and it lasts for like, you know, a day or whatever, and then you crash again. And that's because what you're truly seeking is your I amness, that alignment with source. Like God, your subconscious mind, whatever you want to call it. That is what you're truly seeking. Your I amness is whole and complete. Right? Your I amness is when you're present. That's what you're truly seeking. Right? Your I amness is not lacking. That's what you truly desire, and that comes from within you. Nothing outside of you can give you that. So where self-concept comes into it, because self-concept is identity, it's below the I am, but what happens is you begin to perceive yourself as somebody who is lovable, good enough, cherished, adored. That begins to become your dominant state. And when you feel that way, you no longer feel lack inside of you. And when you're no longer feeling lack inside of you because you're feeling fulfilled from within, you're not going to tolerate unacceptable behavior from your specific person or somebody new. You're not going to tolerate the booty call. You're not going to tolerate them being inconsistent with messaging you. It's just going to be something that gives you the ick where you're like, ew, I'm not even attracted to it. Okay? So the only reason why you tolerate breadcrumbs is because you don't yet know that you're lovable, whole, and complete already. You're buying into a lie that says, I'm not whole and complete, so let me look to SP or somebody new to give me that fix or to to get that dopamine hit. You want to be aware of this because you absolutely want to break the pattern. What you want to do is instead you want to begin to focus on your self-concept, right? Knowing that you're lovable, good enough, perfect, whole. Like focus on shifting your self-concept and operating from a place of presence as you move through your day. Keep fulfilling yourself from within. Break the addiction pattern of looking to the external, such as your SP or somebody new, to give you that dopamine hit, right? Meaning do not accept the breadcrumbs. So the minute you feel that urge when SP messages you to say, hey, like let's meet up for a booty call, the minute you feel that urge to be like, yes, let me just run to the booty call, stop, pause, and make a different decision. Understand what's going on. Oh, right now I'm feeling lack. I'm not feeling like whole and complete. I think I'm not lovable and good enough, and that they're going to be the answer to that. Stop yourself and instead go within and self-concept. Shift your self-concept and keep fulfilling yourself from within, so that your dominant state of being, your new self-concept, is that of I am lovable, I am good enough, I am whole, I am complete. Once you are at a place where you feel solid inside yourself, where you know that you're lovable, good enough, whole, and complete, and this doesn't have to be 24/7, but it can sure as hell be your dominant state. From there, right, you can then begin to give your attention to whatever it is that you want to manifest, whether that's a relationship with your specific person, or whether that's a relationship with somebody new. A lot of the times, what I found when I work with people is initially they'll come because they want to manifest a specific person, and we always get them to a place where they have a really top tier solid self-concept, and from there most people don't end up desiring that SP anymore, right? That was coming from a version of them that had a low self-concept. They normally get the ick with SP and they end up calling in somebody completely new and different that treats them like a queen because they've shifted their identity to know their value and their worth. Now, this isn't for everybody. Sometimes people do shift their self-concept when they know their value and their worth, and they still do desire their specific person. It's going to be different for everybody. Only you are going to know from within what your true desire is. Nobody else can tell you that, but at least it's coming from a place of clarity. Once you get to the point where you have a high self-concept, you will be clear. It will come from within you, and there will be a knowing. So let's recap. You absolutely want to stop tolerating breadcrumbing from your specific person or somebody new in the 3D, because until you know your value and your worth and you have shifted your self-concept and you feel fulfilled from within dominantly because you've shifted your state of being, your reality is never going to change. You're going to continue to tolerate breadcrumbs, and you're going to stay in that cycle for a very long time until you finally decide to do something different and say, hang on a minute, I'm going to focus on me and my self-concept, getting myself to a place where I feel solid within me from within and I feel fulfilled from within. And then from there, give your attention to your desires. Remember, reality gives you what you tolerate. So if you tolerate breadcrumbs from your specific person or from somebody new, reality is going to give you more of that because it's who you're being, right? You're the version of you that says, yeah, I'm so like desperate and I'll take anything I can get. I need this dopamine hit. I'm feeling incomplete. So, I'm going to tolerate this shitty behavior. And so what you're telling your subconscious mind is give me more things to tolerate, right? That's shitty. So you absolutely do want to stop tolerating breadcrumbs from your specific person or somebody new, from the understanding that the version of you that is tolerating breadcrumbs is a version of you that does not have a high self-concept or that does not know who you truly are, that you are the I am. So you want to focus on shifting your self-concept to know your value and your worth, and practice living from your I amness, meaning from a place of presence, so that you get to a place where you know that you're whole and complete and fulfilled from within. This is your dominant state of being. It's not going to be 24/7, but it can be dominant. And then from there, you're going to be clear on what it is that you want to manifest, if you do want to manifest your specific person or not, or if it's somebody new. And from there, what tends to happen as well is that things naturally come in, right? It just naturally comes in when you're operating from this place of just knowing your value and your worth. Most of the time, you don't even have to focus on the desire. It will just naturally come in from your self-concept itself. Not always, but most of the time. But even if it didn't, from that place of knowing your value and your worth and from being at peace, when you start giving your attention to whatever it is that your heart desires as pure somebody new, that's when those things will come in really quickly. So I hope this video has helped shine some light on why you want to stop tolerating breadcrumbs in the 3D, what's driving this behavior, why you do it, and why you absolutely want to break this habit and this pattern once and for all so that you can manifest the queen treatment that you deserve. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Mwah.